All right, General, stand by for 1 second. We're seeing more activity now in Baghdad. When General Myers said several hundred more military targets would be hit in the coming hours, it looks like some of them may be hit right now. You could probably see on your own screen what's going on. What does it look like to you, General Clark?
Looks like to me the Iraqis have picked up indications of another pulse of aircraft coming in, and they're putting up their standard protective barrage with people firing in pre-designated sector areas, hoping that an aircraft will fly through the flak or the shell.
And General Shepard, when they pick that up, the potential U.S. activity, how are they picking that up? What kind of intelligence do they have?
There's all sorts of indications, Wolf. First of all, people can phone in to them that Tomahawks are being launched from ships, so they know about how far those ships are from Baghdad, and so they can time and distance that. Also, you can hear the Tomahawk missiles, and you can also hear the aircraft. So all of those are cues that tell them to start shooting.
All right, stand by for a second, guys. I want to go to the White House. Ari Fleischer, the press secretary, is now briefing reporters. We're going to keep this picture up even as he answers reporters' questions.
Pelosi and Leader DeLay to inform them of the latest situation in the Gulf. The President then taped his radio address, and he has departed for Camp David. With that, I'm happy to take your questions. Helen?
Can you say whether Iraq is the end goal here? Some of the president's advisors have said they thought it would be good to go on to other countries in the region to democratize or liberate. What is it? Can you clarify for the American people?
Who has suggested that?
Pearl, one.
Yeah, I'm not aware of anybody who works for the president who has said that. There may be outside people who have some thoughts.
Iraq is the sole goal.
The president has made repeatedly clear to the American people, as he said in his address to the nation the other night, that the purpose of this is the disarmament of the Iraqi regime. Terry?
Has the president watched any of this, on the unfolding events in Baghdad, do you know?
Now, obviously, the president, having authorized the mission, was aware of the mission, knew when it would begin, etc. And I don't think he needs to watch TV to know what was about to unfold.
Wondering if he had any impact.
No, the president's approach is to gather the information about what is happening in its totality. He receives the information from his advisors, people who have a sight on all areas of what is underway. The president is aware of course, the American people as they watch these events unfold, but he gets his information in a totality.
And may I follow up on that? The president has spoken many times of the special burden and the special responsibility he has as commander-in-chief sending young Americans into harm's way. And has he ever spoken of, and he's also talked about liberating the Iraqi people from this brutal regime, but have you heard him talk about this other responsibility which may weigh on him heavily today, and that is for the death of innocents, for the Iraqi moms and dads and children who may, despite our best efforts, be killed?
There's no question about that, and I think the president worries about it from 2 points of view. One, in terms of the present mission. This is why the president and the Department of Defense work so carefully, and we have such a modern military that is capable of engaging in precision strikes so that the targets are indeed the military targets. As always in war, there is risk, there will be innocents who are lost, and the president deeply regrets that Saddam Hussein has put innocents in a place where their lives will be lost. The other portion of what the president remembers when he thinks about the innocents are the 3,000 innocents who lost their lives on September 11th in the United States. And if it were not for the worries that the president had about an Iraqi regime in defiance of the United Nations possessing weapons of mass destruction, which he fears could again be used against the United States, you might not see this developing. Campbell?
Just to clarify Terry's question, you said the president doesn't need to watch TV to know what's going on in Iraq, but you're telling me these are pretty astounding images. He doesn't have a television on somewhere? He's not watching what's going on?
The president, again, understands the implications of the actions that he has launched to